Hello everyone, welcome to another Shooty Boys video. This one's going to be about the PS4. Shooty Jim here.
Beefy Stu. Tommy Holiday.
Now we were looking at the PS4 Slim and found very little reason to swap the old PS4 for the new PS4 Slim, but we have a really good idea on what you can do if you have the current model. Now the new model is about £250, has the same internal specifications as the old PS4, it's slimmer, it's ditched the two-tone for a completely matte finish, it's got rounded edges and a horizontal light bar, but it's really not that much different.
No, I mean looks-wise, alone, I'd say the old one's nicer. The original, we're going to agree on that, everyone?
Yes. And the new one has that kind of rubberised effect in it.
Yeah,
it looks a bit cheap, I think.
I think it looks like a doorstop.
It does look very much
like a rubber doorstop. But you know, like a toy one you'd give a toddler who think they've got a PS4, but it's just a cushion or something. It looks like that.
So we were considering what we could do with these ones. Now the one on the right is Tommy Holiday's white PS4, the one on the left is my black one. They are both 500GB models, and they've done us pretty well so far. No problems with them.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had mine that long, barely a year probably. I was quite late on to buy one actually, but I mean, you know, you got that white, you got that glacier white, whatever they call it, Alpine Weiss in Germany. But
they do call it that.
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful. Look at it.
They're great machines. Now, what you can do is change the hard drives, which is absolutely fantastic because it's, you know, it's always hard drive space that seems to be the problem with some of these machines, and they take 2.5-inch serial ATA hard drives, which is your basic laptop drive, and you can now get for a terabyte you're looking at about 50 quid, and for 2 terabytes maybe 75.
Is that the official PlayStation hard drive?
No, you can get brands like Seagate, WD and
like
Samsung.
The laptop ones.
Yeah, and you can swap them in. Now, the other thing we were going to get onto, if that's a £50 to £75 upgrade, we found these fantastic covers, which are these parts here, where it says Sony and where it says Sony on that one, and those bits can be swapped. So I'm going to show you this swapped with this one and see what you think. Okay, so that's the swapped fascias. Now we're lucky enough that we have the black PS4 and the white PS4, and all we did was swap the two different colour fascias, but for about £8, and we got ours from Game, you can get different coloured ones. We went for Molten Red. Magma Red, sorry, I keep on getting that wrong. Magma Red, which we're going to put on the black one, and we got Wave Blue, which we will put on the white one, and we'll also show you how to do it in the next clip. Okay, as you can see, we've swapped the black PS4's fascia to the Magma Red. I'm just going to show you how to swap this one for the Wave Blue.
There we have customization.
And there you have it. An aesthetic change, a very cost-effective change, and it looks really good. It's a nice change to have for just the basic console, and I don't think it is worth paying a lot of money for what is essentially another console that doesn't look as good.
Tiniest bit smaller as well. You know, it's like slimmer.
Yeah.
Surface area is pretty similar. And I mean, look at those colours. Express yourself, people. Why get the same dull black console every time, or same plain white when you can do this? It seems like they wanted you to like express yourself a bit more, then they decided no. They brought out all these colours, and now they're like
redesign the machine.
Yeah, redesign the machine where it's got no customization and no light. There's no what's it called?
That's right. That's the other thing. The light on these ones are across here, and on the PS4 Slim they're across down here, which you can't really see as well. There are also other fascias available. There's a gold one.
There's gold, there's, I mean, I think most of them you'll find obviously imports from Japan or something, but I mean, they got like, there's slightly translucent ones. They've got the, what is it, the circle, square, triangle print all over them, it's quite nice. You got the,
You've got a few options there,
colours. You know colours, I don't have to name them all. You seen the rainbow?
There is a rainbow paint splash effect that's available on Amazon. for a few pounds you can have a whole new look for your PS4.
Obviously we have the Xbox One S, and we're just going to do a little look at the specifications in comparison to these PS4s. Tommy Holiday's got some of the stats for you.
Yeah, so obviously as we know, the PS4 Pro and Xbox One S are both out now. They're the more stellar machines of the companies, the heavy hitters, and these are just a few facts. The PS4 Pro does 4K gaming, the Xbox One S doesn't. However, they can both 4K stream with the new Netflix and Amazon Prime, whatever you got. The PS4 Pro doesn't have a built-in Blu-ray player, but the Xbox One S does. I think that's actually quite a big deal, really. It's quite a big thing. People are buying 4K, they're buying Blu-rays now, aren't they? I know Netflix is everything, but that's quite a big deal considering Sony make Blu-ray, they own Blu-ray, don't they?
And now people are starting to buy 4K TVs for their households, and they're going to be looking for this extra bit of quality. So it's something to look at there. Do you want it on Blu-ray or do you want it on gaming? Which way are you going to go?
And I mean that's what it basically comes down to. The PS4 Pro, you're going to need a nice 4K TV for that. I know they're coming down in price, but it's still, it's a bit of a yeah. Trying to be smart there. Yeah, it's expensive basically for a good 4K TV, and they're still half models, aren't they? They're not like, it's not like properly next gen.
Yeah, they are 0.5 machines.
Which is funny because this is the first time we've seen kind of half life cycle machines, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the next one, even though Xbox have said they're going to do the Scorpio.
Don't call me Mr. Scorpion. It's Mr. Scorpio, but don't call me that either. Call me Hank!
Next year, well this year now actually, Happy New Year. But 2017 is going to see the Scorpio, and they're really going to push VR. And that is also what the PS4 Pro wanted to do. These PlayStations aren't quite strong enough for the PSVR, and the PS4 Pro is all about that. It's all about getting those visuals, right in front of you, making people fall over, making people think they're in the game. But that's
motion sickness.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
That's what the future is.
Yeah, that would scare the crap out of me because I wouldn't want that. Games are scary already. But yeah, I thought it's actually a bit of a closer tie than I thought. I thought the PS4 Pro was all all powerful, but the that Blu-ray thing is quite a big deal. And also, I just want to mention, as far as from where Xbox have come from the One to the One S, it's quite a big leap. It's quite a big jump. It's smaller. It's actually smaller than the original PS4. It looks a lot better.
Yeah. And
they've got rid of that brick. They've got rid of that brick.
Check out our old video if you want to have a look at that. We do a size comparison, and there's a definite massive difference between the two Xboxes.
It just
absolutely huge.
Yeah, it seems like a massive jump from Xbox. They should have done it in the first place. So, if you look at it that way, if you like Microsoft, like Xbox, it's a pretty decent upgrade. And for the prices they're going for now as well, we mentioned, $220, I think you can get an Xbox One S, the 500 gig model, with a game. Some of them even got 2 controllers, I think I saw. But you make up your mind.
Yeah, well, it's good for us because then we get to absolutely massive companies competing for who can make the better machine, who can sell it at a better price, and we'll benefit from that. But for the time being, that's what we'd advise doing with the current PS4s. There's no need to step sideways and get a PS4 Slim. If you don't have either, I'd say wait until the PS4 Pro comes down in price. But if you've got a PS4, the regular model, this is definitely a good way to upgrade for now. And the final thing we wanted to say was we bought a new game, and it's called Battleborn for the PS4. Now we bought this because it was only £8 in Smith's Toy Shop, and it's meant to be pretty good. It's from the creators of Borderlands. That'll be our next game that we're going to play for you, so come check that out when you have the time. We've been Shooty Boys, it's been Shooty Jim,
Beefy Stu,
Tommy Holiday,
and thanks very much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Bye bye.